Susan, sure I'm going to get married someday. My family always has. She said to me, I'm going to find one that's hot because I'm not even going steady. And I told her that was because I'm a lot more particular than some people I can mention. Then that drip Harvey came by and reminded me that I promised to let him take me to the movies. And poof, there went my whole argument. So then when he left...
Don't you ever stop for station identification?
Thanks for fixing the faucet, dear.
All it needed was a washer. Look, there's a button missing on this coat.
Oh, I know, darling. I'll sew it on today.
And these shoes need new heels.
So do the old black ones. I'm taking them down this afternoon.
And my gray slacks.
Go to the cleaners.
Yes.
Why not let me take care of these chores just as I have been for the past 20 years?
Has it been that long?
Look, you two are going to be late. You better hurry.
We're hurrying. We're hurrying. Goodbye, Don.
Bye, dear.
See you.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, sweet. Oh, she's come home early. I'm planning a surprise for tonight.
Oh.
Well, if I tell you, it won't be a surprise. Now run along. Shoo.
Well, get you. Little Miss Sunshine in reverse.
Look at that.
What is it?
It's supposed to be that wonderful souffle they serve at the Embassy Hotel. Stu's crazy about it. I've been trying to make one for months. I'm so frustrated I could cry.
I've been expecting something like this for a long time.
Like what?
Oh, a breakdown, a bust-up, an explosion. It's your subconscious, you know, trying to goad you into meeting your new life head-on.
New life?
Exactly. Joyce is married. Jackie'll be going away to school. You'll be alone. Your subconscious is trying to warn you that you're no longer needed.
I'm not?
So what do? You make a great big thing out of this dessert, exaggerating its importance out of all reason.
Oh, but Stu loves it.
Nonsense. You're using Stu as an excuse to dodge facts. Darling, I was the same way when Barbara went away to school. It cost me a lot to find out what was wrong, but I'm going to save you the money.
No, thank you, not today. I have things to do today.
You have to realize that from now on, your life is going to be completely different. If you don't expand your horizons, you're going to be awfully dull company. Now, look, I have a 4:30 appointment for my hair, but we'll have plenty of time for lunch. And what do you say we go and take in that new French movie,
Well, lunch maybe, but the French movie.
Well, that's the very thing you need most, to find out how sophisticated people live, what they feel, how they act.
They certainly were sophisticated in that picture.
You know, she reminded me of you, that wife.
Now, how can you say that? She didn't look anything like me.
I mean the way she was so unfulfilled until that artist came along. That's it. That's what's wrong with you.
What?
I mean, you have a deep psychological need to express yourself.
And just what am I supposed to do about it?
Well, get a hobby, develop a latent talent. Didn't you used to sing?
Oh, Adele, really?
And didn't you major in music at college, and then you gave it all up when you married Stu? That's it. You're a frustrated singer and you don't know it. I'm going to take you right over to see Monsieur Picard.
Now, just because you had a lot of fun taking singing lessons.
I hate to say this, June. You're on the verge of losing your husband. I heard Stu screaming and yelling about the car yesterday morning.
Oh, Willie just forgot to have the battery charged.
An incident that ordinarily he'd have taken in stride. No, your subconscious frustration is making poor Stu miserable.
Well, if you really think so, maybe I ought to talk to him about it.
No, no, no. That's the worst thing you could do, letting him know. No, I'll straighten this out for you.
Adele, this is simply ridiculous, the idea that I could ever sing seriously.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, madame.
Comment allez-vous?
Très bien, merci. Voulez-vous vous donner la peine d'entrer, je vous prie?
Je n'ai pas le temps, monsieur. Je vous amène mon amie, Madame Herman.
Enchanté, madame.
La pauvre enfant est toute bouleversée, tout comme j'étais. Et elle a besoin de votre aide.
Je vois. Oh.
Adele, what are you telling me?
Je vous la laisse, monsieur. Je vous la laisse.
Well, Adele, don't leave me.
I gotta run. I'm late for my hair. Go on.
Oui, madame.
Oh, c'est très embarrassing.
Madame, I speak English.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm afraid we've disturbed you for nothing. You see, Mrs. Johnson jumped to the ridiculous conclusion that I'm frustrated and that singing lessons would cure me.
Ah, it is true that cultivation of the voice frees one's diaphragm. And it is from the diaphragm that one lives, n'est-ce pas?
Well, I'm quite sure there's nothing wrong with my diaphragm.
Ah, madame, one never knows. And since you are here... Pardon, madame, but if you will excuse me, you see, I have in the oven a soufflé.
You have? I was trying to make one myself this morning, like they serve at the Embassy Hotel.
But I do, madame.
Not really. Can you get yours to rise?
Oh, mais certainement. That is an easy matter that I can explain in one lesson. But alas, there is one elusive, subtle ingredient that escapes me. Today, I'm trying fresh vanilla beans crushed by hand. Shall we appreciate the result?
I'd love to. Isn't this the one where you omitted the rum?
No, it's no use. My taste buds can no longer react.
If only we had the original to compare with ours.
An inspiration, madame. Will you not dine with me at the embassy?
Tonight?
Yes.
Oh, I couldn't. Gracious, I must run.
Then tomorrow for lunch, we shall order the soufflé and discover the great secret.
It's a date.
The husband, he's a jealous man.
Stu, he hasn't a jealous bone in his body. I love the scent of this French soap. I'm not going to tell him about you, though. I want the soufflé to be a complete surprise. Thank you.
Beans, fried potatoes, sardines, raw onions, and ginger ale.
And ice cream with caramel sauce and peanuts for dessert. Only I ate that first because I like that best.
Enough to kill a horse.
Well, there's plenty for you, too, Pop.
Oh, I'll wait for your mother. Oh, I don't understand it. You heard her say she was going to surprise us.
Well, maybe this is it. Letting us get our own dinner and eat alone.
Yes?
Stu,
Oh, it's you again.
isn't June home yet?
No?
Oh, I don't want to alarm you, but I had a very peculiar conversation with Adele at dinner, and she said that...
Jackie, you'd better,
Go do my homework.
yeah.
Look, Pop, aren't I about grown up? Isn't it time that I got in on family problems?
Yes, you are not about grown up. Yes, it is not time that you got in on the family problems, which incidentally don't exist.
Take it out on me, Pop. I realize you're under a strain.
Now, when I went back to tell Adele that June wasn't home yet, she started giving me that there's more to life than sewing on buttons routine.
Well, maybe for Adele, but June is different.
She means June. She says there's a crisis going on in that house.
What do you mean, crisis?
That's exactly what I asked her. What do you mean, crisis? And she says, I mean, you keep your big nose out of this. And with that, she went on upstairs and started vocalizing.
Oh.
Listen.
She sure has a pair of lungs, all right, hasn't she?
If she starts that me business, I know we're in for a big blow.
What are you trying to do? Turn me gray with worry?
Oh, I'm sorry I'm so late, dear. Hello, Harry.
Hello?
Do you know the buses only run every half hour after 6?
Might have come after you if you'd phoned.
Beans, sardines. Honestly, Stu, you're just like a child. What a conglomeration.
Adele said that you two went to that new French movie.
Uh-huh.
How was it?
Well, you might call it a lesson in how the sophisticated half lives.
Adele's been back for hours.
Did she make her hair appointment all right?
Yes.
You had your hair done, too, didn't you?
Stu, you know I always do my own hair.
You smell good.
It's that French soap. Excuse me, I'm going upstairs. Good night, Harry.
Good night.
Don't you want something to eat?
I couldn't eat another bite if my life depended on it.
She certainly avoided telling you where she was.
I didn't ask her. We've never had a difference yet that a good heart-to-heart talk didn't set straight.
Has she ever come home before reeking of French perfume and looking like the cat that has swallowed the canary?
No, but...
Hello, Adele? Oh, yes, he's wonderful. Yes, I'm taking lessons from him. But brace yourself. I'm taking cooking lessons.
Well, I never heard of anything so crazy in all my life.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adele, but this is what I'm really interested in, not singing. I'll talk to you in the morning. Goodbye.
Why?
Oh, no. To think that this should happen to you, too. You poor guy. Now, Stu, the only thing to do is keep a stiff upper lip.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Joan, she's mixed up with that Frenchman, too.
Frenchman?
Yeah, that Monsieur Picard.
Huh?
The one that got the Dill to Catawalry.
Oh, now, Harry, why do you always jump to conclusions?
I've been through the symptoms. Adele used to come home smelling of French soap after she'd had her singing lesson.
She did?
Good afternoon, Mr. Johnson. I have your regular tape. Good.
This is simply delicious, but I can't eat it. I'm so anxious to compare our souffle with the original.
I'm confident our last one was it, but after tasting so many, this is the only way to find out.
Calm down, Harry. I can't understand a word you're saying. What? Speak more slowly. What? Oh, believe it. That's absurd. Ridiculous. All right, I will come over and see for myself. Stu. Harry, if this is your idea of a gag...
Does that look very funny to you?
Desserts have always been my weak spot, but with this, I'll play second fiddle to no one. This is a turning point in my life.
I'll punch him on the nose. I'll knock that mustache right off his lip.
No, Stu. Can't make a scene.
Thank you. Oh, but I insist.
Oh, please, monsieur, this is strictly business, part of my lesson.
How do you like that? Letting her pay the check with my money.
They're leaving. Let me go. I'm going. No, Stu, you can't afford a scandal.
Huh?
If you don't care for yourself, think of poor little innocent Jackie and Joyce and newfound happiness.
I am. Harry, this is serious.
That's exactly it. That's why we've got to think this thing out and plan our campaign. Now, first of all, when did this start?
I'll tell you when. When Adele took June to see that French movie.
That's it. That's all her best crackpot ideas of that French movie outfit. Wait a minute. Maybe we can get some ideas there. That's it. We'll go to that French movie ourselves, right now.
J'ai attendu.
J'arrive sur les ailes d'amour, ma chérie.
Car 1 heure sans toi me semble comme un siècle.
Tes roses. Chaque fois que tu viens, tu m'apportes une fleur différente. Qu'est-ce qu'elle me dit, mon amour?
Dans le langage des fleurs, elle te parle de mon éternel.
What's he saying?
He says in the language of the flowers, roses mean all of his devotion.
Tu dois aussi beau qu'une rose, plus parfumée que 1000 violets. Que de lait, plus douce que le miel. Dis-moi, est-ce que tu m'aimes plus que ton mari, ma chérie?
What's he saying?
He's vowing his undying devotion. He asks her if she loves him more than she does her husband.
Je pourrais écrire des chapitres pour dire au monde combien je t'adore. Je pourrais déclarer en lettres flamboyantes la grande beauté de ton corps et de ton âme. Amour, je te suivrai jusqu'au désert, jusqu'aux étendues glacées, jusqu'à la plus haute montagne.
What did she say? Certainly is the same triangle as yours so far. The wife, the lover, and the husband who doesn't suspect.
Comment, ma chérie? Il m'a dit que ton mari était un homme.
Uh-oh, here comes the husband.
What's he?
She's asked him to come. She's invited him to talk it over like civilized
Vous
people.
choisissez entre toi et mon mari. Et pour vous comparer, il n'y a qu'un moyen, c'est de vous voir ensemble.
She has to be with that so that she can compare the two of them.
Ces charmantes femmes que nous aimons tous les deux. Une décision. Dîner avec vous,
Avec grand plaisir.
No, you mustn't. No, don't. What is it? What's happening? What'd you say? The husband is stepping aside. All he wants is her happiness, he says. He's grateful for the years she's allowed him to love her. He's giving them essence. He's stepping aside. Don't!
You think I should do? Step aside?
Oh, that was a movie. In real life, get in there and fight for her. How? Beat the Frenchman at his own game. Romancer, act sophisticated. Be more lover-like than he is.
I can't be lover-like.
Of course you can. The main thing is never the two of you where she can compare you. Look at that.
Huh?
Attendez, j'ai d'abord des courses à faire pour les enfants. Je vais revenir tout à l'heure. Hein?
Okay.
Well, go ahead. Tell him you're going to fight for your wife.
Yes, and may the best man win.
No need to overdo it. Hey, you.
Me, monsieur?
Yes, you. I'm the husband of the lady who took you to lunch.
Ah, Monsieur Irwin.
Yes,
Monsieur, how is this? You know about our little rendezvous?
I certainly do.
Oh, what a pity. Madame Irwin will be so unhappy that you have discovered our little secret. But you American husbands are so ingenious.
I'm glad you realize that because I'm going to beat you with your own game.
But, monsieur, I'm already master of the situation.
I don't believe it. Neither do I.
Harry, you keep out of this.
If you don't believe it, ask Madame.
That's what you'd like, isn't it? A showdown between the two of us. Well, that's not going to happen because I'm going to be in there pitching every minute. And we'll see who comes out the winner. So put that in your romantic French pipe and smoke it.
Harry, I said keep out of it.
You're drawing a bigger crowd than the movie. Come on.
Good evening, my love.
Honey, you made me burn my finger. Roses? For me?
For you, my love. In the language of the flowers, they mean all of my devotion. Let me see that little burnt finger. The fragrance of your hand is 1,000 rosebuds.
It's onions you smell. I peeled them for the stew. You need a shave, young man.
Ma chérie, for you, I am growing a little mustache. Ah, I adore you. You are the most beautiful woman in the whole world. And your little hands, how enchanting they are. And your little ears. And your big... Oh, madame.
Is dinner ready?
Don't you ever think of anything but your stomach?
What's with Pop?
I don't know. But whatever it is, it's wonderful. Hello? Oh, Monsieur Picard.
Today, at the French movie house, I met Monsieur Irwin. We had the most unusual conversation. We must have spoken at cross purposes. He doesn't know anything about our little secret, but he must suspect something. He said, I shall beat you at your own game.
I see. Well, that explains a lot. Yes, thanks for calling. I'll phone you in the morning. Goodbye.
Brought you fresh toast.
Thank you, darling. How's it coming? The mustache.
Oh, well, judge for yourself.
Are you ready, Pop?
Coming. Until tonight, sweet.
Are you sure you feel all right, Mom?
Oh, I feel fine, dear. Just fine.
But eating in bed.
Oh, your father's just pampered.
Gee, I never get pampered unless I'm sick.
You will someday. Oh, you better hurry. Your father's waiting.
Okay, Mom. Bye.
Goodbye, sweet. Hello? Oh, hello, Adele.
I've been simply dying to talk to you. From something Harry said, I think they went to see that French movie.
I know they did. And what's more, Stu knows about Monsieur Picard. That is, he knows I've been seeing him, and he has all sorts of wild ideas.
How wild? Roses? Breakfast in bed? Oh, you lucky you.
I know it's wonderful, but I'm going to tell him the truth tonight.
Don't be crazy. Don't tell him. Why, you'll never get a chance. Wish I could get Harry on the hook. Why, darling, you can just live it up for the rest of your life.
But I have to tell him. I'm afraid he'll burst a blood vessel or something. Now, listen. I want you and Harry to come to dinner tonight. I'm the souffle. And besides that, I have another big surprise in store for him. Jackie, you only said 5 places. I told you there'd be more.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sit down, darling.
Stu, I can't.
No, now you sit right down there, sweetheart.
Stu.
Huh?
I really feel I should prepare you a little.
There's nothing to prepare me for.
Oh, yes, there is. Something I've been trying to do. Well, tonight I'm doing it. You're going to be very, very surprised.
I don't want to be surprised. Forget it. I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, well, in fairness to you, you must listen. Adele thinks I'm foolish to make such a... Well, you know I've always tried to make you happy, cook the things you liked and all that. But I have had one great weakness.
No, you haven't. No weakness. Not one single solitary weakness whatsoever.
Oh, yes, I have, but I've overcome it. And that's why well, in a little while you'll find out whom I've invited. But I wanted to prepare you a little because tonight marks a turning point in my life.
Mom, better go look at the you-know-what in the oven.
Oh, dear.
Jackie, who else is coming tonight besides the Johnsons?
Some Frenchman, Monsieur Picard.
Huh? Your mother invited him here.
Uh-huh. She says he's wonderful. Oh, golly, I wasn't supposed to tell you that.
Oh, it's you. June's in the kitchen.
Don't be so subtle. I'll go quietly.
Harry, come, the showdown tonight. She invited him to dinner. That Frenchman, that Picard.
What are you going to do?
What I should have done in the first place. Punch him in the nose the minute he sticks it through that door.
All right, start swinging.
One more step and I'll let you have it, so help me, Hannah.
Whatever it is, monsieur, I shall be delighted. But first, may I not disencumber myself?
I'll disencumber you. Put up your fists.
But, monsieur...
Running out, huh? Coward.
Monsieur, you are a gentleman of the world, a civilized adult.
No, I'm not. I'm a red-blooded American who loves his wife.
But, monsieur, so do I.
What?
I love my wife.
Your wife?
Yes. If I may be permitted. Dear, this is my wife, Madame Picard. Monsieur, oui.
How do you do, monsieur?
And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 little Picards.
Harry, did you hear? This is Madame Picard.
And those are the 5 little Picards.
You are very fortunate, monsieur, to have the wife who tried so hard to make the souffle.
A souffle?
Oh, I myself did not know they were experimenting with the souffle.
You didn't?
No, I thought it was a ragout.
Oh. Me too. Oh, Joan, Adele, this is Madame...
Mom, it's your souffle. I think it's going to explode.
June, it's perfect. Our dessert.
Today's slacks.
Go to the cleaner.
Yes.
Why not let me take care of these chores just as I have been for the past 20 years?
Has it been that long?
Look, you two are going to be late. You better hurry.
We're hurrying. Goodbye, Don.
Bye, dear.
See you.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, sweet. Oh, you come home early. I'm planning a surprise for tonight.
Oh.
Well, if I tell you, it won't be a surprise. Now run along, shoo.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, get you. Little Miss Sunshine in reverse.
Look at that.
What is it?
It's supposed to be that wonderful souffle they serve at the Embassy Hotel. Stu's crazy about it. I've been trying to make one for months. I'm so frustrated I could cry.
I've been expecting something like this for a long time.
Like what?
Oh, a breakdown, a bust-up, an explosion. It's your subconscious, you know, trying to goad you into meeting your new life head-on.
New life?
Exactly. Joyce is married. Jackie'll be going away to school. You'll be alone. Your subconscious is trying to warn you that you're no longer needed.
I'm not?
So what do? You make a great big thing out of this dessert, exaggerating its importance out of all reason.
Oh, that picture.
You know, she reminded me of you, that wife.
Now, how can you say that? She didn't look anything like me.
I mean the way she was so unfulfilled until that artist came along. That's it. That's what's wrong with you.
What?
I mean, you have a deep psychological need to express yourself.
And just what am I supposed to do about it?
Well, get a hobby, develop a latent talent. Didn't you used to sing?
Oh, Adele, really?
And didn't you major in music at college, and then you gave it all up when you married Stu? That's it. You're a frustrated singer and you don't know it. I'm going to take you right over to see Monsieur Picard.
Now, just because you had a lot of fun taking singing lessons.
I hate to...
I'm sure I'm going to get married someday. My family always has. She said to me, I'm going to find one that's hot because I'm not even going steady. And I told her that was because I'm a lot more particular than some people I can mention. Then that drip Harvey came by and reminded me that I promised to let him take me to the movies. And poof, there went my whole argument. So then when he left...
Don't you ever stop for station identification?
Thanks for fixing the faucet, dear.
All it needed was a washer. Look, there's a button missing on this coat.
Oh, I know, darling. I'll sew it on today.
And these shoes need new heels.
So do the old black ones. I'm taking them down this afternoon.
And my...
But Stu loves it.
Nonsense. You're using Stu as an excuse to dodge facts. Darling, I was the same way when Barbara went away to school. It cost me a lot to find out what was wrong, but I'm going to save you the money.
No, thank you. Not today. I have things to do today.
You have to realize that from now on, your life is going to be completely different. If you don't expand your horizons, you're going to be awfully dull company. Now, look, I have a 4:30 appointment for my hair, but we'll have plenty of time for lunch. And what do you say we go and take in that new French movie,
Well, lunch maybe, but the French movie.
Well, that's the very thing you need most, to find out how sophisticated people live, what they feel, how they act.
They certainly were sophisticated.